So, like, one of the things that, if you talk to like venture capitalists about hardware companies like yours, is they worry that if you're successful, that people in Asia, for example, will just, you know, copy you and make it a lot cheaper, and that will, you know, obviously hurt your business. Like, do you worry about that?
You know, it's one of those things where that will actually happen in every business. If you're doing something awesome, people will try and copy it and make it happen. But
in some businesses, you know, like Facebook has network effects, right? So like, you know, there's, you know, the fact that the social graph is so hard to replicate gives them protection from people copying them. Like, you know, like there's different things that give companies defensibility, right?
And in hardware, what we've got an awesome support team. We just made that 4 people who are just dedicated to helping people print and make their machines work and make them happy. And then we've got an awesome community of 5,000 people who are just awesome and actually get together like locally to do stuff. And then we've got a brand, and I don't know exactly how to quantify that, but you know, when you think about 3D printing, you're maker-botting, and that's powerful. So somebody could come out with we're actually open source, so you could actually come out with an exact replica, not without our name. Our name is trademarked.
So the hardware is open source.
The hardware is open source too. So. And the way you stay ahead of that is by innovating.
Does that mean you actually just publish all of the hardware specs whenever you? Okay.
All the design files, the boards, schematics, and.
Interesting. Okay.
And that makes it easy. That gives our users this amazing power to know what they've got.
Do people hack on it?
Absolutely. It's like somebody just this week made a whole contraption that it has a robotic arm, and he like runs the whole machine is automatic. Like normally you have to reach in and take the part out. This thing like. He literally can remotely go into his computer, choose something to print. The robotic arm takes the SD card out of the MakerBot, sticks it in the computer. Then when it's done putting on the SD card, takes it out, sticks it back in the MakerBot, clicks go, and like you could only do that if it was because it's open.
I see. And have you actually had people hack things on the open thing that you've then incorporated into the main product?
Yeah, our software is probably the best place where that happens, and there's like 8 people right now who are hacking on the software, making it do what they want, and when they improve something, it improves it for everybody.
Do you supervise that though? I mean, or you just let them do whatever they want? And I mean, in other words, like you need to make sure what they're doing is improving the core product, right? Or you just know them well enough to trust them, or
anybody can branch it and do whatever they want. And then actually, Adam, my co-founder, who's in charge of the software. One of the things he's shifted most from is like he used to be the one writing all the software. A lot of what he does now is like incorporating all these new parts to the software, including community support.
And so what, and like these people hacking on the software, like what kind of stuff are they hacking on? Like the algorithm, we were talking before about what's it called, scheming, which is how the path, the tool path, is that right? Or?
Yep. Somebody made it so that the bot would Twitter when it's done, and it would say like, I just finished making this. And it's funny, when they started that, it actually Twittered at every single layer, so it actually spammed the hashtag for like 500 layers. Okay. But you know.
That's funny. Is this thing's internet connected? But do you have an SD card? It's not.
It's not connected to the internet. That's one of the things we're looking forward to do is networking. That'll be fun.
What do you think about? I mean, are you guys? I don't know to the extent you can talk about it. Are you like making money? Is it a good business?
Yeah, I mean, we started with it was 3 guys, a laser cutter, and a dream when we started, and and we went to Jake Lodwick, who started Connected Ventures and Busted Tees and Vimeo and all that, and we were like, we're gonna do this thing, and we need a little bit of money, and he gave us $50K, and actually Adrian Boyer, who started the RepRap project, gave us $25K. And we took that $75K and we like bought enough for 20 MakerBots and a bunch of motors and stuff that we could get. And then it's just been like selling that and flipping that over, making that go. And we didn't pay ourselves for the first year, so it's kind of unfair to call us profitable. But we were basically profitable on day 42. And we keep trying to make more money than we spend. And we make that line up pretty close, so that you know, if we make a little bit more money one month, the next month we'll hire another person because we just want to keep growing.
Well, you have with hardware, you have to have like inventory costs and things, right? Like so that's capital intensive. Yeah,
it's interesting. Like, you know, we have to buy now we buy bolts by the million. And it's not as much as you would think. It's only like this many bolts to make by a million bolts. But then we have that many million bolts until we get down to, you know, a few hundred, and then we order another million. So that's one of the tricks with a hardware startup is scaling and getting things going. And we, like a lot of hardware companies would start and do like 3 years of R&D and development. And we just did that all in 3 months and then just released what we had. And have just been progressive.
So it's kind of minimum viable product for hardware or something, like the lean startup for hardware or something.
Yeah,